Hello viewers, welcome to Learn and Love Science channel. In this video, we'll be looking into the chemistry section about the compounds. Detail we'll be learning about compounds. Those who doesn't have any idea about the compounds, if you look this video from starting till the end, hope everyone would get a good knowledge about what is compounds and how they are formed and how to name the compounds. Okay, compounds contain to know what is compounds, we can give just a very simple definition. That means compounds means when two or more elements join together, they can form the compound. Okay, so this is a very short definition for what is compound. The particles in a compound, are called molecules. How these molecules are formed? Molecules are formed when atoms join. Okay, then to make a compound, in order to make a compound, the atom must be from different elements. The atoms must be from different elements, and they should be joined together. This joining together is known as the chemical bond. So in order to form the compound, the atoms of the different elements should be joined together, and that process is known as chemical bond. For an example, carbon dioxide. There are two atoms that is from different elements, that is the carbon and oxygen. Hope everyone have a clear understanding about this, what is compound and how they are formed. Okay, then before moving into naming of the compounds, we should know the difference between an element, a compound and a mixture. Okay, you have to know the difference between an element, a compound and a mixture. Okay, that is an element. Let's move. An element which is made up of atoms. An element which is made up of atom. Element which is made up of atom. Okay, that is, now I can draw the structure as like this. Okay, that is, the particles are all same and not joined up, and each must be an element. Therefore, then it must be an element. Okay, and the next thing is an element which is made up of molecule, So let me draw the structure and show like this. That means the atoms may be joined, but there is still still only one type. There is still only one type. So it is still an element. So it is still an element. Okay. Hope you understood. Only one type. And the next thing is about molecules in a compound. Molecules in a compound. Molecules in a compound. That is, now let me draw the structure. That is, here we have two different, my way I am saying like two. We can commonly, if we are saying, here we have different atoms joined together. Different atoms joined together. I have showed using different colors, the green and the purple, joined together. So that is a compound. So that is a compound. Okay. And next thing is about the mixture of different element. Mixture of different element. Mixture of different element. Mixture of different element is, so for an example, I draw the structure. You have different elements. This is not a compound because the elements aren't joined. This is not compound. This is not compound because elements are not joined. Therefore, it is a mixture. Why? Because there are different elements. So hope you all understood what are the differences. Now what is the differences I have thought. Difference between an element, compound and mixture. Hope you had a good idea regarding what is element, what is compound and what is mixture. So now let me move. What happened to a compound? How is a compound formed? Okay. So how is a compound formed? How is a compound formed? Compound formed. Compound are mainly when compounds are formed. Mainly chemical reaction take place. So in this video you all can even learn about what is chemical reaction too. So in order to understand all this very clearly from the right beginning of the video, you all have to watch this video very carefully. Okay. Compounds are mainly formed by the chemical reactions. Okay. In chemical reactions, elements combine together. Elements combine together. Elements combine together. Okay, a chemical reaction involves in two or more chemicals. Chemical reaction involves in two or more chemicals. Chemical reaction involves in two or more chemicals. So those are known as reactants. When combining together to form one or more new substances. So when combined, when in a chemical reaction, we will say A plus B. A plus B gives you C plus D. So when two or more elements combine, we say this as reactants, and when they give rise to a new product, we say that as products. So hope you all understand, in a chemical reaction we have two different components. We have two different parts, that is reactants and products. The initial whatever we mix, the two ingredients what we mix is the reactant, and whatever the result and whatever the things we get at the end of the chemical reaction, that is known as the products. Okay, that is for an example. We can say about the classic example is iron. Iron reacting with sulfur. Iron reacting with sulfur, the iron, the chemical formula is Fe, the sulfur, the chemical formula is S. They give a product, a totally a new product, that is iron sulfide. Iron sulfide. Iron sulfide. So the chemical formula is FeS, iron sulfide. So this is the formula of this is the chemical. This is the chemical reaction. Here these two are the reactants. These two are the reactants, and this one is the product. Okay. So next thing, we can say that when elements undergo chemical reactions like this, okay, when elements undergo chemical reactions like this, there will be always a new product. There will be always a new product. Like that, compounds even can be split back into the original elements. Like this. Now, when elements undergo a chemical reaction, they form a new product. That is the compound. That is the compound. That is, here see, two different elements joined together, they form the new compound. So, like that, even these compounds can split back into the original elements, but it won't just happen. You have to supply a large amount of energy in the reverse position to go into the reverse reaction to get the original, to come back into the original result. Okay. So when you supply more heat, again you can get the iron sulfide back into sulfur and iron. So let's move next into about naming compounds. Naming compounds. Naming compounds. Naming compounds, it's like this. It can be, for an example, when two elements combine, the ending is usually something "ide." That is, for an example, we can say naming compounds when two elements combine. When two elements combine, for an example, we will say that when sodium plus chlorine form sodium chloride. Okay, sodium chloride. So this is like sodium, this is chlorine, and this becomes sodium chloride. Sodium chloride. Okay, this is chlorine, and it becomes sodium chloride. That is, this chlorine becomes ide. It becomes ide. This iron becomes ide. So this becomes ide there. So that is how we get the name. Then like that, if it is magnesium plus oxygen, this is magnesium and oxygen, it gives magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide. That is here magnesium oxide. Okay, this is oxygen. The magnesium plus oxygen form magnesium oxide. That is, this oxygen become ide. Always the oxygen becomes always the oxide. So in just that simple way, we can say as like this. For an example, we can say as chlorine becomes chloride. Like that, oxygen becomes oxide. Like that, sulfur becomes sulfide. Like that, bromine becomes bromide, bromide. Like that, fluorine becomes fluoride, fluoride. Iodine becomes iodide. Okay. This is how the compounds get the name when they are joined with two elements. Usually the ending becomes chloride, oxide, sulfide, bromide, fluoride, iodide. And the next thing is about when three or more elements combine. When three or more elements combine, how is the ending? Like, let's check how is the ending. Okay, that is, we will say that is sodium plus carbon plus 3 oxygen. It makes sodium carbonate. Like that, if it is potassium sulfur plus 4 oxygen, it gives you potassium sulfate. Okay, so it is like this. The ending becomes 8 when three or more elements join together. Okay, so next thing we will be learning about when two identical elements combine together, name doesn't change. Identical elements means same elements join together, the name doesn't changes. Identical elements, that is, for an example, H2, that is 2 hydrogen join together, it becomes H2. So just we say this as hydrogen molecule. Like that, F2, O2, N2, Br2. This is fluorine, no change in the name. Oxygen, no change in the name. Nitrogen, no change in the name. Bromine, no change in the name. That is because when two identical elements join together, at last when they get the result, there is no change in the name. So hope viewers, you all understood about what is compound and how they are formed and the naming of the compounds. If there is any doubt, please do comment me. I'll be always there to help you all. And please do not forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.